a start provided by Wahab, 41 of just 17 in quick time. They reached 50 in 24 balls. 4 overs done and dusted. Rafiqi going for 22 runs in his previous over. Nadeem Khan with the ball. Making those quick changes. In fact, Sufyan Mahmud was forced to make those changes the way Wahab is taking on the bowlers of Renaissance Challengers.
Outside the off stump, the first dot ball. He was so much attacking Hassanul Wahab in that particular over. Not let any ball to go without scoring.
In the air, but he finds a maximum. Amanat this time goes down on one knee. No relief for the new bowler as well. The likes of Khan has been taken apart.
From the middle of the stump, picked beautifully over to the mid wicket for the maximum. Matching with Hassanul Wahab's innings. Zohaib Amanat got a lot of runs in his kitty. Once again heaved it, but stayed to the fielder for 1 run.
Those are dangerous opening batters in this edition. The previous edition also these two provided that blistering start to their team. And it's a good sign for Yalla Shabab Giants. Look at that. Wahab dealing in maximums. It's raining sixes here at Oman Cricket Academy. Inching closer to his personal milestone. Moves to 47.
What a batting from Hassanul Wahab this time towards the extra cover for the maximum. Perfect placement. He's not giving any respite to the bowler. Sensibly played it back, coming into the batter. End of over number 5. It is 63 for no wicket. Yalla Shabab.
One more change. It's Amir with the ball. A false start.
Excellent run rate so far. Almost 13 runs and over. Cut nicely, and it's got 4 runs. Splendid batting from these two openers, Hassanul Wahab and Zohaib Amanat.
Ruthless, these two. Taking full advantage of the power play. The new bowler, Muhammad Amir, has been welcomed with this glorious shot towards backward point. Travelled like a bullet. No chance for the fielder. A blistering start for Yalla Shabab Giants. Wild swing, ball just keeping a bit low. And good to see they came out with a positive frame of mind after losing their previous encounter to Majlis Titans, where they did not click as a batting unit. But now Wahab getting runs as he did throughout this tournament. It's good to see Amanat also among the runs. Change of pace, waited, uses those wrists, deliberately played in the air. 4 more runs.
Runs galore for both the openers, Zohaib Amanat and Hassanul Wahab. And if I'm not wrong, this is perhaps the most attacking opening partner in this tournament, leaving aside the other openers. They always come up good start to the team, and today the way they are playing, absolutely stunning.
Been easily called as a wide, but going with the flow. One bounce. So Yusuf patrolling that boundary region toward that leg side. 47 of 19. Hassanul Wahab. Couple of deliveries left in this over and in the power play. They have got long on and deep mid wicket. Brilliant. Some movement. It was a bit fuller. Now he need to convert this 47 into big score, because we have already seen quite a few 40s from Wahab in this tournament. But he's a kind of a batter. If he can stay till the 15th over, you never know what kind of total they are going to get. Excellent. He made room, but keeping it simple. A good comeback by Amir. But the good news for Yalla Shabab Giants, the power play belongs to them. 6 gone, 72 for no loss. Captain Sufyan Mahmud to bowl the 7th over. Loud appeal, but opening up his arms. Bala Subramaniam straight away calls a wide. He thinks there was some involvement. If it wasn't a bat, Mahmud thinks it brushed his thigh pad, but Bala Subramaniam clearly indicating that it's a wide delivery. Pinpoint accuracy from Sufyan Mahmud throughout this tournament. But when we talk about the umpires, the standing of the umpiring has been up to the mark, Jamil bhai. Keeping in mind those run-out stumps, they made quite a few tough decisions, but they were right decisions.
Absolutely. The only thing that the more matches you do, more confidence you got. That's exactly what is happening with the umpires. They are having so many matches in their role that they are getting more and more confident. Beautifully bowled. Absolutely brilliant delivery from Yusuf.
Consistently hitting that corridor of uncertainty, Sufyan Mahmud. Back of length, movement. Even the likes of Zohaib Amanat not able to read that line and length from Sufyan Mahmud.
Such a
pace, wanted to go big inside edge just for a single. He has been very economical in this tournament, Sufyan Mahmud. In my early days here in Oman, the first time I was Sufyan Mahmud bowling, he used to bowl a bit fuller. Now you can see that length has been pulled back, hitting the deck hard, lot of effort, and also that movement bowling with the seam.
The most difficult bowler, I believe, in this tournament, Sufyan Mahmud, for any batter to come on to him. He is such thinking bowler. Every delivery is a bit different from the other one he is going to bowl, reading the minds of the batters as well.
Oh, look at that. Foxed him. Wanted to play towards that leg side, but that late movement surprised the batter. A wonderful piece of bowling on display by Mahmud.
He is always there, coming at the time when the team badly requires him. He brings himself actually whenever he sees that things going out of his hand, like today. The openers have really smashed both the fast bowlers and he came inside from the very first bowler. Two beautiful deliveries beating the batters of kind of Hassan al-Wahab. Is absolutely brilliant.
Loud appeal, and the finger goes up. The captain, he gets better of Wahab, who was looking dangerous. That shuffle trying to go fine, and he misses the ball and caught right in front of the stumps. And Bala Subramaniam says, that's the end of Wahab.
Finally, the results brought by Sufyan Mahmud, two excellent deliveries. And the third one got the wicket of Hassan al-Wahab, who looks to be so dangerous. Look at that one. He goes shuffle across towards the offside, got right in front of the wicket, and Subramaniam has given LBW. So first success for Renaissance challengers. Brilliant over from Sufyan Mahmud so far, getting rid of us. Dangerous looking Hassan al-Wahab. Unfortunately missed his well-deserved half century.
Unlucky. Hassan al-Wahab and walks in Mohammad Sami. The second game in this tournament for Sami, got a 50 in his first outing in Oman D20 2025. Another peach of a delivery. What an over. No runs from the bat. Got a big wicket of Hassan al-Wahab. Very impressive stuff from Mahmud. 7 gone, 74 for the loss of 1. Started off really well. Still in control, though they have lost to Wahab. Those flurry of boundaries from the blade of Hassan al-Wahab, taking on the spinners. Especially, he came hard on the fast bowler Khalil. This was a tremendous strike using his feet. A low full toss, then against Rafiqi. 22 runs in that over of Rafiqi. Couple of maximums, couple of boundaries scored by Hassan al-Wahab. And this was a no ball, which was sent towards the boundary. Then joined the party was Amanat. Even the likes of Nadeem Khan, he was belted by Wahab. So just slowing down that run rate. are the medium-fast bowlers of Renaissance. Amir made a good comeback after going for few boundaries in his first over. And what a terrific over it was from Sufyan Mahmud, Jamil Bhai.
Absolutely. Brilliant over from him. Actually did not let Hassan al-Wahab to understand what type of bowling he is doing, beating him outside the off stump, in swingers, and the last one also coming in swinger. He shuffled across. Once again, it was in wide by Muhammad Amir.
Good effort put in by the wicket keeper. On to the pads, another no ball. Giving away too many extras. They have already leaked plenty of runs in the shape of boundaries. And now, a second no ball of this innings. The first from Amir. Advantage Amanat.
Had to be careful. This is the second no ball. And a free hit also. If Zohaib Amanat is facing that free hit, how much maximum we can take out of it? Good comeback by Amir. Did not let Zohaib Amanat to open up his arms.
Free hit delivery. No runs for Amanat and for Yalla Shabab Giants. Run ball 21. He has lost his partner. Now he needs to anchor this innings. Trying to come down the track. A 79 on board. Plenty of wickets left for Yalla Shabab Giants.
Another wide. Amir has to adjust his run up. The pressure mounting on the bowlers, apart from the captain Sufyan Mahmud, who bowled this excellently superb over. It's a good delivery. Open the face of the bat, take the bottom edge of the bat, over to the third man, boundary. 4 runs passing through the hands of the wicketkeeper. Just try to play it onto the soft hand, took the top edge, rather edge of the bat towards the final, rather third man. Mohammad Sami, who played a good role in the last match, scoring half century. Slower one outside the off stump, and they go for the quick single. Zohaib Amanat, still 22 of 22 deliveries. His partner Hassan al-Wahab taking more of the deliveries faced by him. Don't try to flick away off the toes, but makes no contact. What is trying to put a block hole. End of over number 8. It is 86 for 1 Yalla Shabab. What an over bowled by the skipper of Renaissance, Sufyan Mahmud. 1 over, 1 wicket, 1 run. Very, very hard parking bowler, Sufyan Mahmud. Played it out for the singles. The flow of runs from the bat of Hassan Wahab and Zohaib Amanat has been curtailed by introduction of Sufyan Mahmud himself. The brightest possible start has been given by the openers Hassan Wahab and Zohaib Amanat to Yalla Shabab. And fair on, I'm sure they will try to keep the run rate which has been provided in the opening slot will continue. One run. It is very difficult for a batter to hit Sufyan Mahmud, who used to bowl his mix-up deliveries, not generating too much pace, but of course, yes, variations in his ball. This time comes to me, cut nicely. Well fielded by the fielder at backward point. Once again, a very good over from Sufyan Mahmud so far. Still 3 legal deliveries to go. Some slight adjustment in the field. Played it out for the singles toward the extra cover. Controlled bowling from Sufyan Mahmud. Very tight. Not giving any width to the batters to go onto the back foot or to come down. That is the quality of a quality medium pacer like Sufyan Mahmud. Come down once again. But once again, very nice field set up by Sufyan Mahmud. What is that? 1 run. Totally the run rate which was maintained by Hassanul Wahab and Zohaib Amanat come down now. Mohammad Sami, who scored a brilliant half century in the last match for Yalla Shabab. They go for the quick single. End of another brilliant over from Sufyan Mahmud. 9 overs done, 92 for 1 Yalla Shabab. Nadeem Khan came in immediately, loud appeal. He was severely beaten by Hassanul Wahab in the very first over, Nadeem Khan. Goes for the quick single. Slight overthrow, but covered. Blistering start for Yalla Shabab in the first 6 overs. And after introduction of Sufyan Mahmud himself, brought the run rate down.
Certainly, Hasnain al-Wahab, the key factor in majority of those runs. But at the moment, what I like to see is that very responsible knock from Zohaib Amanat. I think he got 2 ducks in a row. Huge potential, huge talent. And that's where he is doing justice to his talent once again.
Well, Hassanul Wahab was really smashing each and every ball. So he was doing the right thing to wait and give ample time for Hassanul Wahab to hit. Just go for the singles. And as you said that, of course, he doesn't have runs in the last 2 matches. So, of course, to get back into the run chase, run rate, you definitely come up.
It's a matter of just one game for a batter. He might be out of form. One good innings will bring him back in form. And that is where this knock for Hasnain al-Wahab will be very much appreciated by Zohaib Amanat.
I mean, these two are opening the innings for Yalla Shabab for so long, understand each other's game. Loud appeal, a cat behind, and yes, it is Nadeem Khan rather got the wicket.
What a timely wicket. Just around the halfway mark, Zohaib Amanat, just when we were appreciating him, the commentator's curse is going to cut his innings short. Trying to cut it late, Zohaib Amanat only could play it in the hands of Usman Shah. And as a result, the second wicket falls for Yalla Shabab Giants at 95. Nadeem Khan. A little bit of a turn. And cut it straight into the hands of Usman Shah, who was never going to be dropping on that one. Left-hander goes out, left-hander comes in. Mujibur Ali, the man in form, he's playing splendid in the previous two games. A little bit of a turn, and that is something that we can witness. 10 overs done, 95 for the loss of 2. Amerat Shah. Brilliant fielding of his own bowling. Keeps it down to a dot ball.
Using the feet, Sami and Ali now there in the middle for Yalla Shabab Giants. A terrific, strong foundation has been provided by Hassan al-Wahab and Zohaib Amanat, both the batters back in the hut. Going at almost a 9.30. The run rate for Yalla Shabab. Got runs yesterday. Mujibur Ali, when the team was in a difficult situation, he came and batted beautifully to get 50 odd runs.
And how important was that knock? Came in at the right time. I think they were 6 down for almost nothing. And that's where he'll be oozing with confidence right now.
That partnership between Ali and Islam. They were down and under, but took the team to a respectable total.
And not to take away the credit from Zikaria Islam as well. I think he played extremely well. He was short of runs. Spent some good quality time in the middle. Yes, the side didn't get a win, but I think both those batters would have got a lot of confidence out of that innings.
That is why he has been promoted up the order, Mujibur Ali. And they'll have that left-hand, right-hand combination going. And also keeping in mind, oh, look at that effort by Nadeem, certainly saving a run for his side. A tight over from Amir Shah, just 3 runs, 11 gone, 98 for the loss of 2.
Nadeem Khan, who's certainly getting good amount of turn, but then he is up against the quality of Mohammad Sami. Will get a couple of runs. Too good a shot, right over covers. Huge talent, Mohammad Sami. Trying to play it on the leg side, misses everything. 100 is up for Yalla Shabab Giants. Will be indicated as a wide. Did believe that he was the night watchman, but then he showcased his quality and class in that game where he got a 50. Probably his maiden 50. Swept. Looking for a quick single, gets it very comfortably. Mudipa, what do you think is a good total? They're at it, the 11 over mark. Still 9 overs to go.
Around 170, 175. They'll be eyeing to get another 70, 75 runs because the likes of Ali is back in form, so is Zikriya Islam.
Let's not forget that 175 was something that was chased. Oh, what a shot! Mohammad Sami inside out once again in this over. This time getting to the pitch of the ball and never in two minds to keep it down. What an incredible shot from Mohammad Sami.
So pleasing to the eyes. Shimmy down the track, coming under the ball, not trying to go aerial, playing down the ground, beautifully managed.
Once again, driven very aggressively. We did call him the night watchman. Believe that he didn't have the potential, but that knock of 50, what an incredible knock that was.
He's a good batter. Just did not got runs in the previous season, but before this tournament, he got runs playing few practice matches. And that is where we can see the confidence coming in for Mohammad Sami, and good to see the management backing this young lad.
Big shot. This is lot of height, not a lot of distance. Falls it in the gap. They can accumulate just one run out of it. 12 overs done, 109 for the loss of 2. Yalla Shabab Giants. Amerat 8 runs of his 2 overs. He's been very tidy. In the air, player underneath it. He doesn't drop many. Amanullah Rafiqi holds on to a very important catch. The man who rescued Yalla Shabab Giants out of danger last evening is going to be departing back very early.
They are trying to make a comeback by taking wickets. Amir Shah, very economical. Look at it. Slow in the air. It was a bit fuller. Could have gone straighter. But instead he opted to go a bit wide towards that long off, and no mistake by Rafiqi. So the third wicket goes down. It's 109 on board.
He's a brilliant talent to watch out. Anfal comes in at number 5. The amount of time that Anfal has is something that is very different from every other batter in this competition. What makes him this special?
Extra second in his batting, and calm always whenever he comes out with the bat. But a different person when he gets the ball in his hand, as we saw him yesterday, Very aggressive, always wants to perform, wants to win games for his side. Few changes in the batting order. Nelson on board after terrific start. 3 wickets down. Amanat and Ali back in the hut. So it's now up to these two right-hand batters to get things going.
On D1 of this wicket, that is yesterday, you would have seen a lot of sixes towards the cow corner, mid-wicket, which has not been the case today. They have reduced the number. Means that all these sides are preparing for that. They are very much aware that the batters are going to be going towards the mid-wicket and cow corner.
At the same time, if you have noticed, good to see the batters. They also came well prepared because they're not afraid to take on to that longer side of the boundary. We have seen quite a few huge maximums towards that 65-meter boundary.
I was mighty impressed by one player, and that is Muzahir Raza and his batting skills. We'll talk more about it. 13 overs done, 113 for the loss of 3. Nadeem Khan, he's been expensive, but he's picked up a wicket.
Gone for runs when Wahab was out there in the middle. That was his first over inside the power play. But after that, a typical Nadeem Khan trying to stop the flow of runs in the process. Got a wicket.
And how well has Sufyan read the wicket? He did tell me at the toss that the ball is going to grip and turn. Or maybe he saw my pitch in the morning.
A quick single. Good to know that the captain of Renaissance Challengers, Sufyan Mahmud, he's also now, at last, at the end of the year, like me, agreeing with Pranav Mehta. That's a good news.
Oh, he's a wise person. Reads the game pretty well. Leading edge. Catch taken. What a moment it is in the game. Just when Yalla Shabab Giants were stabilizing, they've lost another wicket, and this time it is Mohammad Sami who's going to be walking back.
Brought back into the playing 11. Mohammad Sami trying to improvise, going for that reverse shot. What an excellent catch taken, running sideways, all eyes wide open. Young Khalil makes no mistake. Wickets tumbling down here. Fourth wicket goes down in the shape of wicket-keeper batter Mohammad Sami. Nadeem strike for the second time. It's 115 for the loss of 4.
In trouble is Yalla Shabab Giants. They have lost 3 wickets in a hurry. And in comes the most reliable player of Yalla Shabab Giants, the captain himself. They want to take the game a little deeper. And that is where he's so important.
Quick wickets going down. Now these two need to make sure to play next few overs. Get 8 or 9 runs. In the air, dropped. An opportunity created. And who is the fielder? It's Hamad Mirza, the boy who took some stunning catches in this tournament. A simple chance has been put on by Mirza. Survives Sai Shiv Narayan.
A breath taker at the moment. He's provided some breath to Sai Shiv. One of the easiest catches has been put down. Generally a very, very good fielder. He's a live wire. But just a couple of runs from that over of Nadeem Khan, and most importantly a wicket, which could have well been 2 wickets. 14 overs done, 115 for the loss of 4. Amir Shah, left arm spinners controlling the affairs in the middle at the moment. And they're producing a havoc. It looked very simple when Hasnain ul Wahab was batting in the middle.
Some purchase for the spinners. It's a good news for Yalla Shabab Giants. They have quite a few good spinners in their bowling unit. The likes of Anfal, the captain himself, can bowl leg break. Zikriya Islam, Shakil Ahmed, Mujibur Ali, J. Odedra as well.
Shakil Ahmed. Don't forget Shakil Ahmed. He's the one to be watching out. If the wicket is dry, he will be licking his lips. And talking about licking his lips, Sai Shiv will open his account with a boundary. It was a slog sweep towards the shorter boundary. And incredibly timed.
Off the mark with that boundary. Went down on one knee and exploiting that big gap between long on and deep square leg. Definitely it will lose his confidence. Still a slip in position and attacking field setup.
Dancing down the track, looking for a big shot. This has got a lot of height, not a lot of length. And that is where Aminullah Rafiqi, who doesn't drop many, will hold on to this one. Sai Shiv doesn't last for too long. Trying to play a big shot. He's going to be the 5th victim for Yalla Shabab Giants.
Look at that. Yet again, very slow in the air. He invited Sai to come down the track and slight turn. And also a bit of bounce and a good catch taken by Rafiqi. So short stay for Sai Shiv Narayan. Half of the side back in the hut, 120 on board.
They brought in the left-hander to counter the left-arm spin of Amir Shah. The problem is that he has only 3 balls to spare. Yes, from the other side there is a left arm spinner bowling as well. So maybe that might come into effect. Quicker, flatter, and rotate it around for a single. Do you think it's a good ploy to bring in the left-hander to counter the left arm spinner?
Though he's a left-handed batter, but not much known for his batting skills. He's a kind of a batter who loves to go big. Technically not very sound, but yes, he can get you those quick runs. Shah Faisal. What kind of approach is Anfal going to adapt?
What I like about Anfal is he's always in complete control. If you see the shot of his rock solid on the back foot, punching it straight down the ground, very rarely you will see him out of shape. And that is a USP. So what I understand of Anfal is that he will only strike till it is required. Unless and until he is happy to rotate strike. 15 overs done, 122 for the loss of 5. Amir bowled a brilliant spell. Anfal, what a shot is that? Where has that gone? For a moment, I thought that ball has gone to orbit. Unbelievable strike from Anfal.
You beauty. Anfal, Pallam Muhammad Kunji. Stride. The front foot. The timing has been impeccable by Anfal. Effortlessly he managed that maximum, Pranav. Not trying to go hard. Was in his slot and showing his class here at Oman Cricket Academy. Anfal, the team is in trouble. He needs to get those runs for his side.
I believe that was the slower delivery, and that's a big boundary as well. So with the power of Anfal, he's certainly not looking for the shorter boundary. He knows that he can clear any boundary. He's just playing the game of cricket on its merit.
Sensible piece of batting by Shah Faisal. What they need to target is not to play too many dot deliveries. 27 balls, they can get run ball 27, they'll end up at around 157. In between, if they can manage few boundaries, they will touch that 170.
One player that Renaissance Challengers doesn't want to see is this man on your screen, Anfal. Pushing for the second, don't think they'll be going for it.
Good comeback, change of pace, variations, wicketless. So far, Amir. Though it's a left-handed batter on strike, no change of angle for Amir. Fuller, driven nicely. Shah Faisal gets a boundary, adding valuable runs to the total.
Everybody can bat here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Shah Faisal, known for his bowling skills, but then if he can drive the ball all along the carpet like that, certainly a valuable batter. Expensive over for Mohammad Amir. 13 runs of it, still a ball to spare. Lovely off cutter. Finishes off with the dot ball. So 13 runs from that over of Mohammad Amir. 16 overs done, 135 for the loss of 5. Looking for a big heave across the line. Not out, says the umpire. Sufyan Mahmud is distraught. I think there was a piece of bat or not.
I think the height saved Anfal. And Anfal signaling to Sufyan, the ball hit on his thigh. And he's a tall lad. Almost 6 feet tall, Anfal.
Understatement. Very, very tall.
So is his partner, Shah Faisal.
These are the kind of people you don't really see very often around you.
The other day I was interviewing Wasim Ali. The boy is almost 6 feet above Wasim Ali. Thought of that second sent back rightly by his partner Shah Faisal. It doesn't look good in the frame. We just 5'7", 5'8", and a 6 foot tall player. So if Anfal gets the player of the match, or even from the other side, any taller player, now it's your responsibility to do the duties of presentation.
I'm almost as tall as you. Couple of people. One is Ahmed Raza, another player who is really tall, and then Sai Kishore. I had an opportunity to take a picture with Sai Kishore. That was a frame which was very difficult to construct. What a delivery, gem of a delivery. Doesn't need the leg before wicket in his favour. Sufyan Mahmud, take a bow. What an incredible way. It is the dream delivery of a fast bowler. Top of off stump, and that is exactly what is executed to perfection.
The focus was on Anfal PM, but the spotlight has been taken by Sufyan Mahmud. The captain comes to the rescue for one more time. And look at that. Hitting the seam, ball just keeping a bit low and hitting that off stump. He missed the line completely, Anfal. Pinpoint accuracy of Sufyan Mahmud fetches him another wicket, 137 for the loss of 6.
Zikri Islam. At the moment, the man of the crisis. Still 3.3 overs to go. 21 deliveries. Sufyan Mahmud. What a delivery, a gem of a delivery. He is unstoppable at the Oman Cricket Academy. Sufyan Mahmud is taking a lap of honor because he's got the big fish Zakaria Islam, who can be so destructive towards the end. And the very first delivery that Zakaria Islam faces, he's been toppled.
Sensational stuff from Sufyan Mahmud. Hitting the seam, another batter, back in the head, slight movement. An excellent catch taken by Usman. Wickets tumbling down here at Oman Cricket Academy. Without troubling the scorers, Islam walks back. It's 137 for the loss of 7.
Sufyan Mahmud and hat-trick is a story. He did get a hat-trick in the last season. He has one more opportunity.
You can see that big change in his bowling. Really worked hard. He knows exactly where to pitch the ball. Get a slip in position, Sufi. It's a hat-trick delivery. Get one more fielder inside the 30-yard circle. But this lad, the captain, he's not thinking about his personal milestone. It's Odedra on strike, facing Sufi.
Has to be looking for the hat-trick. Has to be hitting the wickets. Very, very close. Big appeal. Finger raise. Sufyan Mahmud gets a hat-trick. These are scenes that you don't see every day. For the second time in the Oman D20, Sufyan Mahmud once again clinches a hat-trick. Jai Odedra is no match for the contest. What a moment for Sufyan Mahmud.
Look at that delivery. Another one. That nick and straight into the hands of wicket-keeper. He celebrates. Spectacular. Sufyan Mahmud goes down on his knees. Thanks the Almighty. What a wonderful performance. History has been created. He becomes the first bowler to get a hat-trick to his name. This is ongoing. Oman D20 first. It was Anfal. All the 3 deliveries, he bowled towards that off-stick channel. Getting the slight movement. He got better of Anfal. Then Islam. And the hat-trick delivery, Jai Odedra. What a day, what a game for Sufyan Mahmud. Captain leading from the front. What a comeback by Renaissance challengers. And look at that area, Pranav. All the deliveries he bowled on a good length area with the seam. And slight movement. They celebrate. Shakil Ahmed walks in.
At the toss, Sufyan Mahmud pledged that Renaissance challengers will have a very strong game today. They started off in a fashion that they wouldn't be very proud of. And then, as a leader, to do something as incredible as that. Unbelievable game for Sufyan Mahmud. Something that he's going to be remembering for a very long time. 137 for the loss of 8 at the end of 17 overs. Hamd Ullah Khalil. A pacer that you want to watch out for. He's in the making still. But he's impressed one and all in these initial days. Right in the block hole to start off with.
What a comeback. From a strong position, Yalla Shabab, they have lost the plot. Losing those regular wickets. It all started with Sufyan, got better of Wahab. Then spinners came into action, the likes of Nadeem Khan, Amir getting those wickets in the middle overs and in the previous over. An over to remember for Sufyan Mahmud and for Renaissance challengers. Thought of a single, chance at non-striker, but not opting to go for that throw, the fielder at point. A true leader, leading from the front, always among the wickets, Sufyan Mahmud.
Incredible. Not just with his bowling, yes, he got a hat-trick in the previous over, yes, let's move that aside, but the way he's managed his resources in a game where he was put under the pump by that brilliant cameo from Hasnain Wahab and then Zohaib Amanat playing a good knock. And now, with his fielding skills, just can't stop appreciating Sufyan Mahmud. He's everywhere in the field.
Previous over with the ball in hand, now putting the dive, looking for that ball, certainly saving runs for his side, Sufyan Mahmud. All of a sudden, the energy level is up in the field.
Dot ball.
Good to see Khalil. These are the final overs in this game, though they have lost 8 wickets. He's not trying to be greedy, sticking to wicket channel. Gone for plenty of runs in his first 2 overs. On the back foot, this time they have opted to go for a single. From here onwards, every run matters. If somehow they can manage to go beyond 150, that will give them a psychological edge.
And probably we would have got the number wrong of 170, 165, possibly because of the way Hasnain Wahab and Zohaib Amanat played right at the top. Looking for a single and they'll get that convincingly. But the kind of turn that has been offered, I think anything in excess of 150 would be good. 18 overs done, 141 for the loss of 8. Sufyan Mahmud, 8 runs, 4 wickets in his 3 overs, and he is going to be continuing from the Oman LNG end into his final over.
Dream spell for Sufyan Mahmud. Team was in trouble. He came to bowl that 7th over, got rid of Wahab, then in the previous over a hat-trick to his name. That is why Yalla Shabab Giants are in a bit of bother here. But these two, they can strike big. Shah Faisal on strike. Coming into the left-hand batter. The big difference is the length in this edition for Sufyan Mahmud, now a regular member with the national side. And this is what it does when you travel with your national side. You get all that experience, not only traveling with your teammate, but also with other team players. When you interact, you get that knowledge.
And that is where this tournament, the Oman D20, is so important for Oman at the international circuit. Slower bouncer, won't get a single. Their performances at this tournament is going to be defining Oman's performances at the World Cup.
Absolutely. He'll be going into the tournament with lots of confidence. A timely organized tournament by Oman Cricket. covering all his stumps, Shakil Ahmed. Charging down, he connects well, the little dynamite, he goes big. Sufyan is surprised, a much needed maximum.
Oh boy. He shocked one and all. Certainly didn't expect Shakil Ahmed to be doing something like that, dancing down the track and throwing the kitchen sink at it. It's gone a big distance. It's a mighty heave. It's a big maximum for Shakil Ahmed. The little dynamite has exploded here at the Oman Cricket Academy. What a timely strike towards the end. One shot of a 150. Finishes off with a dot ball. Can he take advantage of the last delivery of Sufyan Mahmud?
He's got the free license. 7 deliveries left. And also that will give an opportunity for Sufyan to get a fifer. We haven't seen a fifer so far in this tournament.
I believe it's on the cards. The kind of spell that Sufyan Mahmud has bowled is going to be changing the angle. And I feel it's going to be the off-cutter. It's certainly the off-cutter. And Shakil Ahmed will play it watchfully. 16 runs and 4 wickets in his 4 overs. Sufyan Mahmud, unbelievable spell from him. 19 overs done, 149 for the loss of 8. Hamdullah Khalil, beaten in pace. Shakil Ahmed, rather Faisal Shah, I beg your pardon.
Though they have lost flurry of wickets after the drinks break, but still managed to get around that 150 mark. It is why it's important to have a solid start at top of the order.
Big shot that's gone high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Nadeem Khan doesn't drop many. What an incredible catch from Nadeem Khan. Faisal Shah, who was looking to accumulate a few runs in a hurry, is going to be walking back. And what a comeback this is from Renaissance Challengers, looking for 180. At the moment, they're struggling to get to 150.
A big swing. The length has been key, and what a wonderful catch. Catching has been superb by Renaissance Challengers in this game. A lot of improvement in that area for Renaissance Challengers. Khalil continues to be among the wickets for Renaissance Challengers. It's 149 for the loss of 9.
$149. In the air. Catching opportunity dropped. Or was that not a catch?
It went one bounce into the hands of the fielder. And 150 comes up. What a fight back by Renaissance Challengers. Shakil Ahmed. How many more he can add in the last 3 deliveries? Khalil, will he be able to add one more wicket to his tally?
Big heave and a miss. Beaten for pace.
"22 runs in his first 2 overs. And after that, 8 runs he gave away, bowling 10 deliveries. No third man with that pace. He's going hard, Shakil, thick outside edge. In the air, running backwards, not easy. The initial movement was, he came a bit forward, the fielder. Never easy to turn back and take that catch. Couple of runs, valuable runs added by Shakil. But still, a good over in progress. At the end of over number 10, they were 95 for the loss of 2. It all started from the 13th over, where they have lost to Mujibur Ali in the over of Amir Shah. Then wickets tumble down for Yalla Shabab Giants. In the air, chance for Yusuf. Yusuf drops. He survives. Not happy is the bowler.
So it'll all sum up to 153 for the loss of 9. Yalla Shabab Giants, that were looking very well to get to 180, will sum up at 153 for the loss of 9 at the end of their allocated overs. Hamd Ullah Khalil, 31 runs and 1 wicket in his spell. And he'll be mighty happy because in 2 overs he'd conceded 22. It's been a brilliant comeback. It all started with Zohaib Amanat and Hasnain ul Wahab, who had taken the attack. And at that point of time, Yalla Shabab Giants were going at a... And Renaissance Challengers just didn't have the answer. It didn't matter whether it was pace, whether it was spin, whether it was mystery. It was all revealed in a fashion that was in favor for Yalla Shabab Giants. And they were cruising at a brisk pace. Nadeem Khan came in to pick up a wicket, and he was also tongued around. And that is where all the trouble started. The boundaries continue to flow. And at that point, it almost felt as if Yalla Shabab Giants were going to score 200. Sufyan Mahmud got the back of Hasnain ul Wahab, and that's where the game was pulled back. That was a big wicket. Nadeem Khan then got the left-hander back to the dugout, and all of a sudden there was a havoc in the camp of Yalla Shabab Giants with wickets falling at continuous intervals. Mujibur Ali, Mohammad Sami, they were all departing back to the dugout in quick successions. Hardly able to build up a partnership. Saishif did come in as a captain and get a boundary on the very first outing. But then trying to hit a 6 was caught on the boundary. Faisal Shah came in with huge expectations, did get a boundary. At that point of time, Anfal and Faisal Shah were building a good partnership, and that's where Sufyan Mahmud came and picked up a hat-trick, broke the back of Yalla Shabab Giants with that spell. This was the 4th wicket, all 4 wickets, changing the tide and course of the game. And that is where, towards the end, with this catch, it was almost curtains for Yalla Shabab Giants. But all's not over. Runs on board means that 153 for the loss of 9 Yalla Shabab Giants on the back of the openers Zohaib Amanat 27 of 28 and primarily Hasnain ul Wahab 47 of 23. Few starts for Sami Kargil 21, Anfal 12 and Faisal Shah 10, who couldn't capitalize and make it big. But apart from that, no major contributions, and hence they slipped to 153 for the loss of 9. Yes, 15 extras in the process. Talking about the bowling, 2 wickets apiece for Nadeem Khan and Syed Amir Shah, the 2 left-arm spinners who kept things tidy. Hamdullah Khalil was also good for his 1 wicket. He was expensive at the start, but he did come back very strong. And then Sufyan Mahmud. Every time that you see that man on the screen, you are going to be in a state of awe, because in trouble, 4 wickets and 16 runs. Unbelievable figures for Sufyan Mahmud. Certainly one of the biggest contenders of the player of the match. We'll take a short break, and on the other side, it's going to be the chase.
Welcome back for the chase, the match between Yalla Shabab and Renaissance Challengers. Yalla Shabab scored 157 runs and one of the most prolific, one of the best figures from any fast bowler from the Renaissance Challenge skipper Sufyan Mahmud, who got 4 wickets for 16 runs in 4 overs, including a hat-trick. One of the best performances by any fast bowler in this tournament so far.
And Jamil bhai, not just the hat-trick, but to dismiss Hasnainul Wahab when he was going bonkers against Renaissance Challengers, that was a big wicket.
Not only that, he took the wicket of Anfal also, one of the newcomers and very, very established batter. Superb performance from him. He is always delivering, hard-working all-rounder he is. So the chase start now.
What a delivery. Usman Ali Shah would want to get in the mix of things. Huge quality, big potential. Needs to do justice with numbers on his side.
The captain lead the team from the front with a magnificent spell of bowling. Sufyan Mahmud, and now time for the batters to come up, support the captain's efforts. At one stage, things looked that Yalla Shabab will cross over 170, 180 runs, but it was Sufyan Mahmud who puts the brakes on. Coming down the wicket once again, Faisal Shah. And the first wicket, coming down the wicket, moving away from the batter, caught behind. Faisal Shah, extremely experienced, know how to bowl, and got the wicket in the very first over.
You just can't be doing that to the quality of Faisal Shah, dancing down the wicket and looking to heave him across the line. Gets an outside edge, and a brilliant catch by the wicketkeeper means that it's going to be curtains for Usman Ali Shah. No runs on the board for Renaissance Challengers, and they've lost their first wicket. Prithvi Machi will come in one drop. Generally, it was Prithvi Machi and Hamad Mirza who were opening the attack for Renaissance Challengers. The change has not worked.
Yeah, of course, but I think Prithvi Machi is, to me, I mean, he looks to be more aggressive as an opener. Start and play his usual way of attacking the bowlers. But this time it was Usman Ali Shah who came in, and Faisal Shah has all the time in the world to get him out with a brilliant left arm, fast medium bowling outside the off stump, and too early coming down the wicket Usman Ali Shah and got out. So crunch game is underway now. All the efforts by the skipper of Renaissance Challengers, Sufyan Mahmud, has to be maintained by the batters.
Flicked on the leg. Have to be looking for the second. Won't go for the second though. Gets a chase on the way after that early departure of Usman Ali Shah.
Hamad Mirza, brightest star of Oman national team, young, upcoming, brilliant batter. Always looks for the runs, never bow down, play his natural game. Time has come to prove that, yes, he's the stalwarts of the Renaissance Challengers.
What an incredible delivery. Probably falling in front of the wicketkeeper. Did get an edge of Hamad Mirza. Faisal Shah is breathing fire. It's time for dusk. And at the moment, the sun is setting towards Renaissance Challengers with the quality of Faisal Shah.
Beautifully bowled. I'll tell you, for now, the wind is blowing across us, and it is helpful for the left-arm fast bowler to move the ball away from the right-handers. And what exactly Faisal Shah is doing. Great move by the captain to bring him from the Oman LNGN, where the wind is absolutely supporting him.
looking to heave it. Ahmad Mirza not able to make an impact. The difference between 153 and a win for Renaissance challengers is Ahmad Mirza. If Ahmad Mirza can have a good outing, this 153 can look very paltry.
I suppose he has to come to get some runs. He is not among the runs, except for the first match he played. And today's his time, I think, has come for him to show his class. Beautifully bowled, tap and run.
Quick single. We'll wind that over up. 1 over done, 2 for the loss of 1.
Umar Shakil has brought back into the attack. Tall figure, brilliant bowler. Lots of wicket to his credit in the last D20. Crashed through the cover point boundary, 4 runs. Beautiful shot. This is what Ahmad Mirza is. Just waited for the ball to come. Smashed it through the cover point. First boundary of the innings.
A good start to the over by Mirza, providing that width, stand and delivered. Plenty of coverage towards that offside, but still manages to find the gap. That is the quality of Mirza. It's a chilly evening here. Cool breeze blowing across the ground. Slip in position. It won't be easy for the fielders. On to the pads. Playing his first game. What a start provided by Shah Faisal.
Actually, he's bowling the ball with the wind because I think captain is the right thing to do. Ask him to bowl from the Oman LNG. And if you look at the flags, they are wavering from left to right from us. And that's the ideal for a left-arm fast bowler to bowl.
In the air and clears that third man with ease, using that pace offered by Umar Shakil. Mirza yet again started a blistering way.
Just opened the face of the bat, got the top edge, over to the third man. He's the man between the Dances Challengers and Yalla Shabab. If he stays on for a couple of overs, I'm sure the runs will be coming from his bat.
Good to see the way he managed that maximum. Waited and waited and used that pace. Not trying to go hard. And trying to be express with the pace. Shakil. This is first game. You need to find your rhythm and line and length. Now slip comes out. Dancing down the track. Good comeback. This is much better.
One intention of Ahmad Mirza very clear. He's trying to attack exactly what Sufyan Wahab has done to them. What an innings he has played. And what an spell. One of the best fast bowler spell from Sufyan Mahmud. Absolutely outstanding. And hat-trick. 4 wickets, just 16 runs in 4 overs. Magical spell.
Absolute reward for working hard. bounce, beaten with the pace. A good comeback. He was put straight away under pressure by Mirza. Gone for a maximum, then back-to-back dot deliveries. He holds the key for Renaissance challengers in this run chase. Trying to go after each and every delivery, Mirza. And this is where, as a bowler, just manages to clear Sai Shiv Narayan. Couple of runs on offer. So he has got 12 runs in that first over of Umer Shakil. 2 gone, 14 for the loss of 1.
For a left-hander batter, a left-arm bowler, the wind is supporting Faisal Shah. I believe will try to bowl into the block hole. Pushed for a single. Could have been a disaster had the ball hit the stumps.
Stranded in the middle of the wicket. Machi played and straight, went for that run. Luckily, the keeper was far behind the stumps. Direct hit was needed from Mujibur Ali. A lone slip unfall. Taking his own time, Prithvi Machi. What a contest, Jamil Bhai. At one stage in the first innings, they were looking good to go beyond 170, but a late fight back. The fight back was built on that hat-trick of Sufyan Mahmud. Now it's up to the batters of Renaissance Challenge, but it won't be easy because Shah Faisal is looking dangerous.
He is always a very good bowler, but this time I think the wind is supporting him. It might be more difficult to play on. Coming down the wickets. Played over to the gully boundary for the maximum. Pretty much normal style, playing off the same way.
He loves to come down the track, not afraid against Shah Faisal. Back of length, good connection, and a maximum for Machi. The typical Machi always loves to use his feet against the fast bowlers just to try and disturb the line and length. Change in the field, they have deep third and deep fine. Will he bowl a bouncer or is it a bluff? It was a bouncer, well managed. One more time, yes and no. Sanju Sajeev, lightning at point.
Much depend upon these two, Prithvi Machi and Hamad Mirza, how long they can keep the wickets in hand and keep going for the runs as well.
Slip comes out to the catching gully. Wild swing nowhere near the ball. A Good contest between bat and ball. Good comeback by Shah Faisal.
And I believe he tried to bowl in the lock hole and try to york Prithvi. That will be the right thing to do.
Another back off length, wanted to pull. Yet again beaten by that pace. A wide has been called. So there will be one more legal delivery in this over. You already got a maximum against Shah Faisal. You need to be sensible. Will not provide you many opportunities to go after him. 7 in this over. Will he bowl a Yorker here? Was there an edge? No. Luckily, no wood involved for Machi. A brilliant fast bowling display by Shah Faisal. 3 gone, 21 for the loss of 1.
Umar Shakil will continue from the Oman tail end. Good delivery coming into Hamad Mirza. Just played it out for the single. Umar Shakir is a very good fast bowler. He has a lot of wickets in the last D20 tournament. This time, this is the first game he is playing for YALLA SHABAB. Coming down the wicket once again, Prithvi as usual, plays and misses.
Increase in pace. Now this will put pressure on Hamad Mirza because he was the one who was looking in good touch, got boundary and a maximum. Machi, though, he has got a maximum in the previous over, then after that not able to get runs against Shah Faisal. Good to see Hamad Mirza straight away going and have a little conversation with his partner. He connects this time. Not afraid to come down the track. This time there is a slight change in the story. Shimmy down the track and a beautiful connection, maximum.
Coming down the wickets once again from the meat of the bat towards the long on boundary for the second maximum. He is not afraid of playing his natural game. Prithvi.
on 13, which includes 2 maximums. Quick single. Good idea by Mirza to get back on strike. It sharply came into Prithvi Machi, clearly going down the leg, but they need to break this partnership.
So far, good going for Renaissance batters, with both Ahmad Mirza and Prithvi Machi trying to attack. This is Ahmad Mirza coming down the wicket, beautifully played, slight upishly through the fielder, 4 more runs to the total.
Both the batters now using the feet. Just fall short of Mujibur Ali. Valiant effort. Going for that catch. Never easy. 4 runs will be added to the total. Not having a good game. Shakil Umair. League 12 in his first. Now 12 in his second. 1 more delivery left. He needs to make a comeback. A quick 18 of just 11 for Mirza. Pulls, but fielder station. So 4 gone. Another good over for Renaissance Challengers. 34 on board. 1 wicket down.
In comes the most experienced left-hander bowler Shakil Ahmed, the little dynamite into the attack. First delivery coming into Ahmad Mirza, played it back with respect.
So rest for Shah Faisal. Oman LNG, and he has been replaced by Shakil. Goes inside out, fielder station. Good work done by Shah Faisal. Certainly saving couple of runs, that stretch of left hand. And saving 2 runs for his side.
Good effort by Shah Faisal. It's time, the wicket they were looking for. And it was none other than the little dynamite Shakil Ahmed uprooted the stumps of Ahmad Mirza.
Genuine wicket taker, Shakil Ahmed. They were looking for that breakthrough. Astute captaincy from Sai Shiv Narayana brings his ace, left-arm orthodox Shakil, and he never disappoints his captain. He strikes big. Mirza departs 36 for the loss of 2.
What a wicket for Yalla Shabab. Shakil Ahmed. Once again, beautifully bowled, beaten outside the off stump. He's coming really. The fun is on the wicket.
Good to see they are enjoying. They need to bounce back. In this tournament, Yalla Shabab Giants. It was a poor shot selection from Mirza, if you have noticed, Jamil Bhai, because Shakil created that angle. And instead of going straight, he played across the line and made a mistake.
He knows how Shakil Ahmed is bowling. He's playing so much against him. But again, it's the day when bowler has to say something. And exactly Shakil did what? It was a straighter one. He played across. And most of the deliveries from Shakil, it's going in the stumps. End of over number 5 is 37 for 2 Renaissance. Good change by the captain of Yalla Shabab. Saishif got the prize wicket of Amerat Mirza through the change of bowling to Shakil Ahmed. And now Jay Odedra has been brought in to pressure on Adnan Khan and Prithvi Machi.
So spinners in tandem, now an off-break bowler, Jay Odedra. Missed. And missed by whom? Sanju Sajeev, a rare fumble. It travelled quickly to Sanju Sajeev.
It's cut very nicely, but it missed by Sanju Sanjeev, one of the most celebrated fielder in that particular area.
Chance in the air. Fielder settles and he takes. What a change. Odedra, he joins the party. Islam makes no mistake. He invited the batter to go big. In the process, Asif Khan loses his shape and his wicket.
Once again, Asif Khan played across the line, top edge, and it was out. Great captainship by Sashif, brought the off spinners, got the wicket. When he saw that Amerat Mirza is really looking dangerous, he brought in Shakil Ahmed, who immediately gave him results by getting the wicket of Amerat Mirza. So 41 for 3 Renaissance.
Two loose shots and 2 wickets quickly going down. Good comeback by Odedra. Aman Rafiqi, the new batter. And all of a sudden they are charged up. Quick changes by the captain, doing wonders for Yalla Shabab Giants. And not disappointing the captain are Shakil and Jay.
Asif Khan must once again fail to show his class. Not at all among the runs in the last couple of matches as well. Once used to be prolific run getter. But I think succumb to the pressure or the confidence he has got not coming up to help him out.
Oh, ball just stopping and coming onto the blade. Blade away from the body, Machi. Runs on board. It was not needed for Asif Khan to take a chance. That too, keeping in mind he got a boundary on the very first ball. Another beautifully bowled delivery by Odedra. The power play done and dusted. 3 wickets down. 42 on board for Renaissance. Machi on 14, just joined by Rafiki, who opened his account. They started off brilliantly. The likes of Mirza taking on Umair Shakil. Then Machi joined the party, getting a maximum against Shah Faisal. This was a beautiful managed shot by Prithvi Machi coming down the track. Then a glorious drive, a slight fumble by Mujibur Ali resulted in the boundary. Then came in Shakil Ahmed. Straight away, impact from Shakil and Odedra. From a strong position, they have lost 2 quick wickets, Renaissance challengers.
Timely wickets for Yalla Shabab. Swept nicely. What an effort. What an effort. Could have been a stunner once again. Meanwhile, the batters crossed over 2 runs.
Applauded by the bowler. A valiant effort coming from the fast bowler. He was a bit wide towards that square leg. Wanted to sweep top edge. Sprint. Oh, he just lost the sight in the floodlights. But still a good effort. Quicker by Shakil.
Those are the delivery which is really difficult for the batters to understand with this typical action. With the same pace, or you can medium pacer like that. So quick coming in. Batters had to think by the time you think the ball goes through the keeper.
Played with soft hands. In the ICC League 2 matches, he's at the second position when it comes to the chart of wicket-taking bowlers. Got 4 Player of the Match awards in ICC League 2. Chance. Oh, but just away from the reach of the fielder at long on, and Shakil Ahmed not able to read that line and length of Shakil.
Could have been wicket number 4. The ball landed in no man's land. The stoppage. Miscued one. Difficult time for the Renaissance batters now. They have to have a good partnership from here on, because total is not that much big which cannot achieved. But the only thing is that they to have a good partnership, couple of at least 2 or 3 partnerships, then could make them to reach that total.
And you need to follow the process. As if they just want to get as many runs as possible in 1 over, that will not work. Now he needs to anchor the innings, Machi. Out of 14, 2 maximums. He faced 13 dot deliveries. Not able to hit the strike. Look for those singles.
Dead it out for the single. So end of over number 8. It is 46 for 3, rather 7. 7 overs done, 46 for 3, Renaissance challengers. Pretty much field has been changed. A deep mid-wicket at the Cow's corner, right on the boundary. Sensibly played. He should keep taking singles. That's the right thing.
Just keep on rotating the strike, stitch a partnership, and just wait for 1 or 2 good overs where you can attack and get runs. But after losing those 2 quick wickets, the situation demand for these 2 batters to stay out there in the middle. This is what is expected from Rafiqi. Keep on taking those singles.
Yes, it's the right thing to keep on rotating the strike, getting singles. And Prithvi, I'm sure if you get any ball which feel like to hit for the boundary, he will do it. You cannot wait for so long, keeping on the singles.
Boundaries will come, Jamil bhai, if you can apply yourself. Because once you don't throw away your wicket, the bowler tends to do something special. That is where you need to act on that opportunity.
Very well done. Just rotating the strike, going for the singles. And that is the 50 of Renaissance Challengers innings.
You also need to keep an eye on that required run rate. Still in control, I believe, 8.43. Under the lights, spinners getting some purchase. Played with soft hands, quickly charging on that ball was Sanju Sajeev. He's very quick as well as sharp, that point region. Now he owned that area. Sanju Sajeev, whenever he's on the field, he makes sure to field at that position. A good comeback. Keeping things tight. J. Odedra, 8 gone, 50 for the loss of 3. Oh, in fact, I thought it was a bump ball. Thanks a lot, Jamil bhai. It was played straight into the hands. Oh, a good catch taken by captain, though it was coming straight towards his eye from the headlights. And J. Odedra, he strikes for the second time, completely lost. 8 overs gone, 50 for the loss of 4. Comedy of errors in the com box. Rafiqi joined by Mahmud. Using the feet in the air, and he clears the fence. A good catch taken by Amir, but outside the boundary rope. Brave enough to charge against Shakil Ahmed. This was not a bit quicker. Read that length quickly.
Wow, beautifully timed. Just came down at least a yard in front and then played it out towards the mid-wicket for the maximum.
Still 97 needed. The problem has been they were not able to build a partnership. Mahmud on strike. The poster boy for Renaissance Challengers. A brilliant hat-trick in the first innings. But now he needs to get those runs for his side with the bat.
He has to take the responsibility as a batter, as a bowler, and as a fielder as well. Onto the back foot, cuts nicely, but the fielder is there. What a spell he has today, Sufyan Mahmud. Especially the 3 deliveries in which he got that hat-trick were absolutely top class.
Almost those 3 deliveries on a similar length. The first one, though it kept a bit low for unfold, the second one, he got some purchase, some bounce, some movement. Became very effective, Jamil Bhai. Now he knows his strength. Pace not on his side, but yes, that length has been key for Sufi. But as of now, Shakil Ahmed bowling a tight spell, a good comeback after going for a 6, a wide has been called. They have got 10 runs in this over. They need to make sure not to lose any more wickets in the next few overs.
I have noticed a new thing in that Sufyan's spell. It is now getting pace also. If you see the second of the hat-trick one, he got off to a pace, quicker run, quicker than the batter expected, and forced to make the mistake and got out in the wicket-keeper's hand.
11 runs from that over of Shakil. 9 gone, 61 for the loss of 4. Still that required run rate under 9. What a spell he is bowling. Loud appeal for the stump by Sami. Sharp turn, inviting him to go for the drive, get a slip in position. It's a new batter, and he tends to go for those drives, Sufyan Mahmud. A wonderful piece of spin bowling on display, especially by Jay Odedra. Lucky run, ball just hitting the toe of the bat, going between the legs of wicket keeper. Testing times for these two batters. No answers whatsoever by the batters, the way he is bowling.
But a good captainship also by Sai Shiv. He knows that he's getting the wicket, 2 overs, 2 wickets. So he's asked him to bowl the third one also. Put the pressure on the batters.
Also it gave him some time to think because runs on board. This was missing in the earlier games. So he was trying to make those quick changes in the search of wickets. But now the proceeding has been very calm. came out with a plan, executed those plans quite well. So just 3 runs, he continues to be economical, Odedra. Half of the overs gone, 64 for the loss of 4. And we'll take a short drinks break. Ali into the attack, bowling his first over after the drinks break. An army of left-arm spinners we have here in Oman. The likes of Shakil, now Mujibur Ali in this team. Sagar Parmar for Royal Oman Stallions. Usman Afridi for Royal. Amir Shah earlier. Nadeem Khan. So many you can make a playing 11.
Almost every team has got at least 2 left-arm spinners. Almost. Played it out to short cover. The match hangs in balance from here on. I think Sufyan Mahmud has to stay on the wicket to keep the runs going.
Modern day cricket is all about left-arm orthodox spinners because clearly remember in the early 90s, this were a rare species to watch left-arm orthodox because in those days you used to have an off-break bowler and leg break bowlers. Good work by J. Odedra, couple of runs. But now modern day cricket, as if it's must to have a left arm orthodox in your side.
Similarly, a leggy. Now a must in every team. Though leggies are, most expensive in some sort, but they are the match winners as well.
Good pick up and release.
Changes in the cricket goes beyond imaginations. Everything in the earlier days, it is totally different nowadays.
Rock solid on the back foot. So dealing in singles, stitching a partnership, but that run rate is creeping up. At the end of over number 11, 69 for the loss of 4. Final over for Odedra on a trot. Making sure not to leak boundaries. Odedra has been exceptional today.
Yeah, he's been a very experienced off a spinner. And adding his variety of dusra is definitely a very good sign as far as Jay Odedra is concerned. This time swept nicely by Aminullah Rafiqi. He is a good all-rounder, Aminullah Rafiqi. He times to get the wickets and some good, when the asked batter to come and score runs, he's getting runs as well.
Doesn't look like a stylish batter, but he knows how to get those runs. Got already a maximum. Oh, fumble. Should have been a dot delivery, but was a bit relaxed there. An awkward bounce. But good to see someone like Jay Odedra in the modern day cricket, where we say there is not much life for the off-break bowler. But thanks to Moeen Ali, who encourages the young generation to take up the skills of off-break bowling. Connection in the gap and waiting for that confirmation. Is it a 4 or a maximum?
Some sort of effortless from Rafiqi. It is just from the middle of the bat, going back a bit. We'll have to see the umpire signal. So the maximum is an effortless one, isn't it? Doesn't look like he has played it with the full force.
Are they going to come back for second? Yes. Turning back for that second, Sufyan and Rafiqi. Spoiling the figures in his last over, Rafiqi. And also, surprisingly, they're targeting the longer boundary.
Such a useful all-rounder, I'll say about him. He comes to rescue, as and when asked by the captain, even in the bowling. And today is showing his class as a batter as well. What a maximum he has hit in the last over. Cut open the face of the bat. Nicely picks the gap. Waited for the ball to come. Well stopped by the fielder. Could have been a boundary. End of the over number 12. More expensive of the Jay Odedra's 4 overs. It is 12 overs gone, 82 for 4.
Let it go way outside the off jump. A little partnership flourishing. The charge has been taken by Rafiki, 71 of 8. The run rate coming below 9 runs per over. Goes for that reverse, but not able to beat the fielder.
Very rarely I have seen Sufyan Mahmud playing the reverse shot. Today he has done it. The fielder is stationed there. Mujibur Ali.
Only batter who plays with lot of control at reverse shot is none other than Jatinder Singh. Overall, in the world, because I haven't seen a batter playing that shot and got runs on every time.
Absolutely. While a sandbag by Aminullah Rafiki. He's playing with a soft hand, but the fielder is also on the top of the circle, taking start, not letting him to go for the singles.
So 3 dot deliveries in a row. With every dot delivery, there will be a jump in that required run rate. It was 8.88. Now all of a sudden, moved to 9.47. One more reverse. All he could get is just a single for taking so much of risk.
He's playing well, Sufyan. I mean, he's never saw playing those odd shots. He's all tried to play in the V straight and also for the maximums as well. But anyhow, again, he's the captain. He knows how to play at this stage of the game. Coming down the wicket, Rafiki. The last moment. There's it down for the single.
And I just suggest Jatinder Singh to open an academy where he can just give the practice for playing reverse shots. Because he's a master when it comes to the execution of reverse shots.
100% perfection. 100%. Never missed. Well, good going. Singles are coming. A boundary still has to come. End of over number 13. It is 86 for 4 Renaissance.
Change. Odedra completed his spell. In comes Zikria. There was a chance to get runs, but not able to beat the fielder. So off-break bowler, bowling from Oman tail end. Earlier, it was almost the same scenario in the first game. IS invincible in the last 6, around 60, 63 were needed. The heroics of Atharva Kalidas Kale and Raza kept the hopes alive going to the final over, but that last ball hit Anisur Rahman. He's the new hero for IS Invincibles.
Still, he was been given player of the match or additional, special prize for him?
Slapped, but not able to beat the fielder. It was a nice gesture shown by the player of the match. Award given to Kalidas, decided by our match referee, but Kalidas knows the importance of that maximum. Because of that six, he got Player of the Match award, and a good gesture shown by Kalidas to hand over his Player of the Match award to his teammate Anisur Rahman.
Well, a great gesture from him, absolutely. The sportsmanship. Once again, cut nicely. But one in a strike. What a strike it was from Anisur Rahman. From nowhere he came and win the match for the team.
And these are the moments which will make you heroes. He had a good day in the field, took some good catches and finishes the business with the maximum for IAS Invincibles. Now they need to open up these two batters because the run rate is creeping up.
I think they will try to maintain the similar situation up to 15 over. This is very wide outside the off stump. And possible from there on they will start. Though it will be a bit late, but again, the way they are playing, getting the singles, that is more important.
Not giving an inch. The spinners of Yalla Shabab Giants. 14 gone, 90 for the loss of 4. Kept on trying that shot at last. Result for Sufyan. Dive from Umair Shakil, but he beats the fielder. A boundary, a much needed boundary.
What a time for get this boundary. That is 2 from a reverse sweep, which is very rarely seen from Sufyan Mahmud's bat. But this was the perfection. Much needed boundary, as you correctly said, for Renaissance.
Two fielders diving just for a single. As if he was stubborn to get runs on that reverse shot. He tried few times in the previous over of Ali, but not got that result. But this time, 4 runs. Now they need to capitalize on this good start. It's a shorter boundary for Rafiqi towards the leg side, but he makes room. Instead of going towards that leg side, he should have moved towards off-stump channel and try to go big towards leg side.
Actually, he's bowling a straighter one mostly.
With soft hands, running hard. Is he going to come back for second? No. He has been sent back.
Rafiqi brilliantly played through the covers. What a player he is. 4 more runs. What badly required by Renaissance, and he has done it.
The boundary that comes for Renaissance was not happy, Mujib, because his idea was something else, but he was forced to bowl that fuller towards that off-stick channel by his wicket keeper. That initial signal from Sami to bowl outside the off stump and was ready. Rafiqi, 11 so far. Bounce, dot, delivery to end the over number 15. 101 for the loss of 4.
Zikriya Islam. Hats off this captain of Renaissance challengers, Sufyan Mahmud. He's fighting on all three fronts, bowling, batting and fielding.
When he is going to unleash his power? That is the big question, because I do understand he's trying to give as much as strike possible to Rafiqi, who got a boundary. But Sufi, he has also got that potential to find the boundary. He can hit those big sixes. Still in control. They need one big over here. Outside the off stump. Beautifully managed chase by the fielder. Good job done by Shakil Ahmed. Certainly saving few runs. A big fan of Ronaldo. Shakil Ahmed using his feet, showing some class.
Everywhere it is. This time Rafiqi smashed it. Perfect timings and with force behind it. And some sort of effortless.
Tossed up. This time a proper connection beats the fielder. Bowling a bit fuller towards the top stick channel. Gave him the room and an opportunity to open up his arms. What a strike.
Beautifully. Such a useful all-rounder. Rafiqi is batting superbly. So far he's played brilliant knock, especially the six we hit toward the square leg was one of the most astonishing hits I can see.
Cleans him up. This is much better change of angle and length coming into Rafiqi. He missed the line completely, dejected. A timely breakthrough has been provided by Islam. The man who was getting those runs, he gets out.
It's a straighter one. He tried to smash it towards mid-wicket, missed completely through the gate of his stump, uprooted. Delighted. This bowler that he got the wicket he was looking for. Wicket number 5, back to the out, 108 for 5 Renaissance. Zikriya finally got the wicket they were looking for. A very, very important partnership has been broken by Zikriya Islam.
It's the right time for someone like Nadeem Khan to come into the middle, because he can strike big, he can strike clean. What a comeback. Excellent. Now going into the last 4, still 46 required. It's 108 for the loss of 5.
Faisal Shah bringing back once again by the captain, trying to get the wicket of Sufyan Mahmud, who looks to be so dangerous. Shot pulled back.
Of 23, he needs to find a way to get that boundary. The timely introduction of Shah Faisal with the ball. Back of length. Oh, look at that effort from Anfal. Direct hit. You beauty, Anfal PM. First, it was a great stop. He was in an awkward position. But a clean pickup and quick release, a bullseye. It's Nadeem Khan who will make his way back to the hut.
That's what the experience is. Talking about him. Played so much in cricket back home. Look at that one. Waited and then shattered the stump. Beautiful run out from Anfal. And what a blow for United Challengers. 2 wickets in span of a couple of deliveries only. Wicket number 6 down for United Challengers, 108 for 6.
An excellent piece of fielding by Anfal. Amir Shah. Unlucky Renaissance Challengers because the danger man, Nadeem Khan, is now back in the hut because of some sensational fielding stuff from Anfal PM.
Amir Shah is also a very, very dangerous batter, Mudassir, I tell you. His timely maximum reveille has played so many innings like that where he can bring the back into their team some favor. Uppercut straight to the fielder at the deep turn man.
They made a few adjustments coming into this game, Yalla Shabab. And now it's doing wonders because the rotation policy has been brilliant. When we talk about the bowler, the spinners were used the right time. Shah Faisal, as usual, exceptional with the ball. Shakil delivered, J.O. Dedra, Zikriya Islam. Pulled nicely. He was in control. At last, he gets a boundary against Shah Faisal.
It's a shot. All the time he has got Sufyan nicely placed towards him at wicket boundary. He waited. Look at that one. Waited and nicely placed to the cow's corner. No fielder was there.
41 of last 19. Can we see another dramatic finish?
Well, all this D20 is all about that. Exciting matches, anti-climax, and that we have seen today. The first match.
And you love drama, Jamil bhai, huh?
That is the excitement for the viewers as well, and of course the spectators as well.
And it's good for the cricket. Running hard. Are they going to come back for that second? No, says Amir. Quick off the block was Captain Saishiv Narayan. So 6 runs from that over. A wicket went down in the shape of run out. Going in the last 3, still 40 needed. Shakil. Way outside the off stump. Oh, what a collection. A no ball. Not a good start to the over, but full marks to Mohammad Sami.
What a collection, what a collection. Jumped up almost a meter on the left side and saved that certain 4 runs. Maybe something about the no ball being declared by umpire.
Because it's pitched outside the playing area. That is what the umpire thinks. It happened so quickly. But a good decision. All eyes open. I believe advantage Sufi. Back off lane, but not delivery. All important game for these two sides. A must-win game to keep their hopes alive moving into the tournament. And also, it's all about the momentum, Jamil bhai.
Yeah, of course, you know, your team, you're trying to win the matches. It is, of course, going to be momentum for the team, for the players as well. And we are not that much winning the matches. Matches like this, it looks to be in their hands, but a couple of reckless shots from the batters so far let them down to chase that 157, rather 154.
Wanted to scoop. Back-to-back dot deliveries. Good comeback by Shakil.
This is what the pressure of not getting boundaries from the other end. Sufyan is trying his best to get through. Once again, beautifully bowled. It was not good in the early stages of the game. Shakil given a lot of runs. But at the time when the team was asking him to bowl some dot balls, he's doing it.
Most importantly, he's sealing the game for Yalla Shabab Giants. Added into the lineup and immediately taking responsibility. It's not going to be easy. 39 to get and 15 deliveries that are remaining. Taken. Umair Shakil gets Sufyan Mahmud. Saishiv holds on to this one. Timely wicket for Umair Shakil. 7th wicket down for Renaissance Challengers.
The wicket they were looking for. And Sufyan has no brilliantly taken by the captain, just inches off the ground. So wicket number 7 back to the dugout. And from here on, the things looks not good for an Ashes challengers. 115 for 7.
Brilliant over. Umar Shakil nudged around. Yusuf Manik, certainly not known for his batting capabilities. A lot will rely on Amir Shah.
Looks to be a very daunting task for these two to get on to 154. The required run rate is creeping to almost 18 runs an hour, with no recognized batter except Amir Shah, who can try some big shots.
Can he get a big one here? Big shot. It's a no ball as well. An over which was looking very, very good, all of a sudden looks very mediocre because 7 runs offered to the batter. Amir Shah will say thank you very much. Omer will have to re-bowl this one as well.
They were telling you that he's the man who can do that one. He did exactly what it is, right from the middle of the bat towards the long on for the maximum. And of course, a bonus free hit as well.
Another big one. Renaissance challengers were out of the equation, not anymore. 13 runs of the final delivery of Umar Shakil, and all of a sudden 25 required of 2 overs. Very much possible for Renaissance challengers.
What an hit by Amir Shah. I was talking to about Amir Shah. He's always come to rescue. And this is the best time for him to come up. 2 maximums in 2 deliveries of Amir Shah. Once again brought Renaissance back for the victory.
Shakil Ahmed, one of those tricky bowlers, going to be bowling this over. One advantage to Yalla Shabab Giants is that both the left-handers are on strike, and that short boundary is towards the extra cover, which is going to be very difficult to target. Big shot. Amir Shah unleashes. This is a mighty heave. This is a mighty 6. All of a sudden, Yalla Shabab Giants look to be in trouble.
What a shot. What a hit for Amir Shah. He has done something in the last season's D20 matches. And today, once again, it was outside the off stump. So nice. Perhaps the longest 6 of the day. Outside the ground for the 3rd maximum. I'm sure Yalla Shabab definitely now in panic. How to save the other deliveries from Amir Shah.
Faisal Shah is going to be bowling the fine lower. How much are Renaissance challengers comfortable with? Jay Odedra has been one of the pick of bowlers. 2 for 25 in his 4 overs. Mujibur has been pretty handy as well. 20 runs in his 3 overs. In the block hole. Will only be a single. Can Yusuf Manik do something special here?
I think all he has to do is to give strike to Amir Shah. Take a single and give it to Amir Shah to do the rest.
Let's not forget this is the last recognized pair. After this Hamd. Big shot. This ball is going to be caught. And long on, Faisal Shah is going to be collecting it. Yusuf Manik trying to tonk one. Amir Shah is still having a stare at Yusuf Manik. He's not very impressed. A brain fade movement is leaving Amir Shah stranded.
Well, they were talking about he has to take the single, that's all, and pass on the strike to Amir Shah. And that is the 8th wicket down for Renaissance. 137 for 8.
Shakil Ahmed will be looking for the leg before. Big appeal. I think the impact was just outside the off stump. Mohammad Amir is a new batter, known for his bowling capabilities. One thing is certain that Amir Shah is not going to be taking a single of this one. No, says Amir Shah immediately. 19 overs done, 137 for the loss of 8. 17 required of the final over.
So once again, climax is on the card. Last over, 6 legal deliveries, 17 runs. Are we going to see the same climax we have seen in the first match in this morning? But a bit difference. Amir Shah is really striking hard. And against Shah Faisal, premier bowler.
6 of the last ball is what was achieved in the previous game. Can this be a nail biter? Faisal Shah struck straight over long off. This is going to be a boundary. Starts off with the boundary. Action on offer here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Don't go too far away because Amir Shah is on song.
That was a bad delivery outside the office stump. The fielder was on the circle He nicely placed it over to the long off for 4. Faisal Shah has to bowl some deliveries in the block hole or the Yorkers, because Amir Shah is on song now.
Cover brought in. Wide of the batter, and that's where it's going to be a dot ball. Still 13 required and 4 deliveries. They need a boundary on this over, on this ball.
Well, anything comes in the arc of Amir Shah, I'm sure he's going to make it to the maximum. Perfect timer.
Inside out, fielder brought in and finds that gap. He's toying with the field at the moment.
Well, I was talking to you, anything comes into arc, Amir Shah, he's going to smash it. And the same thing he has done now. So the cover point, another boundary. 8 runs will already come. And 3 legal deliveries to go. 9 of 3.
Anyone's game. Amerat Shah will be looking for a boundary on this delivery. Third coming inside the circle. Sweeper cover. Backward deep point. Very interesting field. All that Amerat Shah would be praying for is an outside edge to third. Slower delivery, high up in the air, lot of air, not a lot of distance. Holds on to this one, Zohaib Amanat. What a timely wicket. Amerat Shah was taking the game away from Yalla Shabab Giants, and at the right time, the slower delivery works for Faisal Shah.
Well, this is all the experience between a batter and a bowler. And this time, Faisal Shah won the race. Bowled slightly slower one. And though it was also far from the bat, outside the off stump, and very nicely taken by Zohaib Amanat. Brilliant take. Wicket number 9. Back to the dugout. Is still 2 balls to go. 9 runs to come.
Funny things have happened in this game of cricket. Hamd is on strike. I'm almost certain that this one's going to be a bouncer to close the game up. Long off comes inside the circle. Faisal Shah. In the block hole. It's going to be a dot ball, and with that, Yalla Shabab Giants have clinched this game. It's only mere formalities. The final ball needs to be bowled. 9 runs to get, mathematically impossible.
Yes, mathematically you're absolutely right. But there are so many if and buts are also there. But of course, the batter is Mohammad Amir. Faisal Shah with all the experience behind him. Prize wicket of Amir Shah, who was really taking the match away from Yalla Shabab. Last delivery. And that's all. Exciting win for Yalla Shabab. What a match we have. Yalla Shabab won the match by 8 runs. Once another exciting match. This starting from Hamad Mirza playing some awesome shot through the cover. One over to the third man boundary for 6. It was Prithvi Machi also come with some excellent maximum. Coming down the wicket of the best shot from him. It was Amerat Mirza once again cleared the gap through the offside. And this was the wicket which they were looking for. Shakil Ahmed did the rest. Nicely placed. Tonged up, top edge, and was out. Simplest of the catches. The introduction of Jay Odedra and Shakil Ahmed really dented the blow. This time placed by Amin Rafiqi. That was the effortless one. It was Sufyan Mahmud who did the rest, playing beautifully. Captain's knock from him. Amin Rafiqi gave him estimable support through some excellent batting through the extra cover. And that's the wicket finally looking for. And what a brilliant wicket, or rather fielding by Anfal this time. Waited. And finally the chinks had broken out. And it was Ahmed Shah who took the match to the last over. Some lusty hitting. 4 maximums over to the long off and the long on. This time once again from Ahmed Shah over to the long off, the longest 6 from this innings. That was the second one, and it was taken by the fielder at long off, last boundary. This time Ahmed Shah played it out towards the off stump, and that was the one. Finally put the nails, and brilliant taken by Zohaib Amanat. That's the wicket they were looking for. Ahmed Shah out. So Yalla Shabab won the match by 8 runs. So that's the challengers. 21 runs scored by Amerat Mirza in quick succession. 24 for Sufyan Mahmud, and brilliant knock of 28 for Syed Ahmed Shah of just 10 deliveries. Could not make the match for them. 145 for 9, and Yalla Shabab won the match by 8 runs. Talking about the bowling, the talking was spearheaded by Faisal Shah, 2 for 23, and Shakil Ahmed, 2 for 26. Jay Odedra, brilliant bowling from him, 2 for 25, and 1 wicket for Zikriya Islam. So 145 for 9. All Reliance channels got. We have a short break. If we go to the points table once again, IAS Invincible heading the table for 6 points. Majid Titans 4, Royal Stallions also 4, Yalla Shabab on 4, Muscat Thunderers 2, and Renassa Challengers 2. So we'll short break, and it will be Mudassir who we have at the presentation ceremony. A match summary: Yalla Shabab batters first, 153 for 9, some excellent batting by Sufyan Mahmud, 47 of 23, Zohaib Amanat 27 of 20, Mohammad Sami 21 of 20, some outstanding bowling from Sufyan Mahmud with a hat-trick, 4 overs, 16 runs, 4 wickets. Excellent bowling from him. Ahmed Shah got 2 for 17, and Nadeem Khan got 2 for 29. Chasing Renaissance all out, 445 for 9, with Rafiqi got 41 of 32, the top scorer. Ahmed Shah 28 of 10, Sufyan Mahmud 24 of 31. So Yalla Shabab won the match by 8 runs. We will have the short break, and it will be Mudassir will be the most post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 11, which was played between Yalla Shabab Giants and Renaissance Challengers. What a game we have witnessed. We saw runs, we saw wickets, we saw some stunning catches taken by the fielders. But the first innings, it will be remembered for the hat-trick taken by the captain of Renaissance Challengers, Sufyan Mahmud, who bowled brilliantly 4 overs, 16 runs and took 4 wickets in the process, also registered a hat-trick to his name. Batting first, Giants, they posted 153, which was built on the back of a brilliant knock from Hassanul Wahab and Zohaib Amanat. Though they have lost their plot, but the bowlers made sure to defend 153 in style. Joining me in the presentation party is our match referee, Mr. Zohaib Amanat, who will be giving away the Player of the Match award. And it goes to swashbuckling, explosive, top-order batter Hassanul Wahab for his quick 47 of 23 balls with the help of 4 fours and 5 maximums. He laid the foundation for Yalla Shabab Giants in this game. हसन बहुत बहुत मुबारक. कितना अहम है पहले ये जीत आपकी टीम के लिए?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का लाख लाख शुक्र है जी. बिल्कुल जीतना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि जो हमारा मैच का सिचुएशन है अभी जीतना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया है. डू एंड डाई सिचुएशन है और कोशिश करेंगे कि क्वालिफाई करें फाइनल के लिए.
काफ़ी मज़ा आता है जब ज़ोहैब अमानत के साथ जब बाहर जाते हैं बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए, क्योंकि कॉम्बिनेशन देखने में काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है.
हाँ बिल्कुल, सब यही बोलते हैं कि मतलब हमारी जो जोड़ी है, जो पार्टनर है, वो मेरे साथ ऐसा है कि मतलब क्रिकेट के बाहर भी हम ऐसा माहौल रखते हैं कि वो क्रिकेट में भी बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं.
बिल्कुल. और 47 ताबड़तोड़, लेकिन इंजरी के बारे में बताएं, क्योंकि थोड़ी सी तकलीफ में नज़र आ रहे थे आप.
हाँ जी बिल्कुल, बॉल लगा है, उसके बाद पेन बहुत ज़्यादा था, मगर टीम के लिए खेलना ज़रूरी होता है क्योंकि आगे से हम रन करते हैं तो थोड़ा इजी हो जाता है, तो इस वजह से उधर टेकना पड़ा.
वेल डन हसन, और उम्मीद करेंगे आप जल्द से जल्द रिकवर करें.
थैंक यू वेरी मच.
So that was the player of the match from this game, Hassanul Wahab. That's all from the post-match presentation.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautifully ball. Edged away. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautifully ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.